Someone told a story in Sabbath school, at church today, at the time of this recording, that I call the toilet tissue sermon. And it was so memorable for me because it helped me to understand John 17 in like a whole new light. So I can't tell it as well as she did, but she gave each of them a ply of toilet paper. And she said that each one of these plies represent us as individuals. This ply represents me. Another ply represents you. It just represents different members of the church or your family and so forth. Now, obviously, let's put that down. If you have one ply in your hand, it's totally and completely easy to tear it apart. But if you take the entire roll of toilet tissue and try as I might, like I'm pulling this as hard as I can. It would be funny if it actually did tear. But I'm pulling this as hard as I can, and I cannot pull it apart. To think that all of these plies together makes it so strong. And that's how the church is. When you have all of us connected together, the devil could do all that he wants to pull us apart, and he cannot. But here's the thing. It is because they are all at the center of it is this role, and that role represents Jesus. So when you have all members, these individual members of the church or of a family coming together and wrapping themselves around Jesus Christ, like Jesus is your center. You build your personal life, your career, your education, your relationship, your wardrobe. You just build everything on Christ. Like he is your center. And everyone has that same mind of focusing on Christ, the devil cannot pull you apart. But here's the other thing. It is extremely difficult, if not impossible, to find one of these plies, like the ones that are closer to the center here, to try to get to one of them and to pull it out like this. It's the one that's farthest away from the roll of tissue that's easy for you to just pull away because it's so far. What does that mean? The closer you become to Christ, the closer you come to Christ, the center, and the more surrounded you are by other individuals who are also keeping Christ at the center, the harder it is for the enemy to get to you. So what does that mean? Draw closer to Jesus, draw closer to the center, make him your center, and surround yourself with people who will encourage you in this faith walk. Oh my goodness, when I heard the story, or this illustration, it was so powerful to me. And it reminds me John 17:17, where, this was one of Jesus's final prayers before he was arrested. John 17, verse 21. That they may all be one, as you, Father, are in me, and I in you. That they also may be one in us, that the world may believe that you sent me. Jesus wants us to be one, like this roll of toilet tissue. He wants us to be one. Yeah, and to keep him at the center.